Hello, Lisa.
Hi, Alex. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Be Sober podcast.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. Well, I thought, yeah, that's it. Welcome. Welcome to our
I
podcast.
thought you were going to say something else. I was like waiting for this, I don't know what I was
No,
waiting for.
you were waiting for the episode and the
Don't know it, do you?
series, but no. So I've said that on the last few. I wanted to shake it up a bit.
I think it's season 14, episode 4, I think.
Right. So maybe we should. No, we can't swap roles at that because it'll sound.
Yeah, welcome to the Be Sober podcast. Then I just blurt in, season 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's what we've just done.
I've got anxiety in me today.
Have we got the same colour top on, Lisa?
Oh no!
Very
What?
similar, aren't they?
Yeah, it is similar.
Yeah, we're very hoodie-ish.
We are hoodie-ish today. It's because I'm going to the gym after our
As am
work.
I.
So yeah, that's why.
We've
Yeah, I've got a proper, I don't know why, because I've done loads of things to make me not anxious, but I've got a bit of anxiety going on. I don't know
Have you had
why.
coffee?
No, I don't have it in the morning anymore.
Aren't you good?
I have it in the afternoon.
I've been really successful for a week of giving up my refined sugar so far.
Oh, I am having far too much sugar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like loads of it. Honestly, so much sugar. Like yesterday, I only had sugar. I basically might as well sit there with a sugar pot.
Well, genuinely, I've had a full week now where I've not touched any, and I've actually done really well. I'm dead pleased with myself.
That's really good. And do you feel good about it?
I feel good about it, but what I'll be honest with you, I really did not ever think I'd say this about myself, but the only thing that's stopping me is Lent. Can't believe it. I'm
Yeah, but you've
literally,
made that proper commitment now. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? And you've said it on here and you've spoke about it with people and you're going to church and other people will be talking about it. So I completely get why. And that's a good thing that
Yeah.
that you're doing.
And Abel's done it, but I didn't realise, and I don't know if I said this last time, because if I realised it last time, now I'm boring. But you can have Sundays off. Did I
Oh
say
no,
that
I
last?
didn't know that.
Yeah, you can have Sundays off apparently, and I was told this by some very long-standing church members because every Sunday is a celebration of Jesus, so you're allowed to break Lent, and because Lent is actually it's not 40 days and 40 nights, it's 40 days and 40 nights plus Sundays.
Ah, right. Okay,
So you
that's
still do 40
interesting.
days and 40 nights. But I'm telling you now that Jesus didn't have Sundays off in the desert.
Well, I don't know what to think. If like, can
If
you
it
recap
happened,
me
right?
just a little bit, actually? So, for Lent, when you're giving something up, so you're giving something up
Yeah,
like refined sugar. So that
whatever it is.
right. What's the idea of giving something up? I know we
So
spoke
it's
about it, but
supposed to, every time you crave for it or every time you're supposed to be depriving yourself. That is the thing. You're depriving yourself of something that you want to remind yourself that Jesus suffered in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights when he was tempted by the devil, but he still didn't turn.
right, okay,
So
so that's
that's
the
the
idea. So
idea.
it's
But
not
that's
necessarily giving stuff up that would necessarily be good for you
no, no.
anyway. It's stuff that you enjoy or
Yeah, it's a
want or
sacrifice. You're making a sacrifice. You're making a sacrifice of something you
oh, well,
enjoy.
maybe you're not sacrificing though by giving up sugar.
Well, not really, are you? Because you gain from it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But you
Because
do
this is what I
sacrifice
was
your
thinking.
desires.
If people use like say, oh, I'm giving up alcohol for
Yeah, yeah.
but
It
then they
has a
had a
good result.
Sunday off,
Mm.
like that would be like pointless. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and also then you're not really giving up your desires, are you, if you're allowed a day off? Because for me,
No,
it's
not
about the
really. You
fact
just
that
think, well, I'll wait till Sunday. So then you spend all week going, oh my God, I can't wait till Sunday to have a
and
cream
then you
egg.
become a
Or
binge drinker like we did.
yeah, yeah. And then you eat 90 of them on a Sunday.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Lent sucks. I'm glad I'm not doing it.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well, it doesn't suck if you do it all properly, because I am actually doing it and I'm not allowing myself any Sundays off. So, mm.
All right. Okay, then.
Which means I'm doing 46 days.
Yeah.
But by then, I'm hoping I'm over it and I don't actually want to go back to it, to be fair.
Yeah, because I need to sort my sugar out. I'm just not emotionally ready.
No, well, I've been, to be fair, I've not just done sugar. I've been actually eating really well. I've not had any takeaways. I've not had any refined carbs, nothing. So I've been pretty good.
If anybody else is listening and wanting to switch off because Alex is being so good, please don't, and know that I am with you here.
Lisa's
I
all
get
out.
it. And I know maybe this is why I'm anxious because I know that I'm doing I should be doing all these things and I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
But
but what is that? Should be doing it. Like, who said?
No, I definitely like it's genuinely sugar is not good for you. It genuinely isn't, and I'm having a lot of it. Like when you're having like caramel eggs or cream eggs instead of dinner or instead of tea, like that's not all right. Like
there might be a problem.
literally, I had such a busy day yesterday, and I can hear myself already like using all these excuses of I'm so busy, I can't prepare, and it's true. Like I am really busy, but yeah, I could prepare and I could do it, but I'm for whatever reason. I'm not
I think it
doing
just
it.
takes what you've just said really poignant a minute ago when you said, yeah, but you've made the commitment. That's what it is. You've got to be ready for
Yeah, I'm
whatever
not ready.
reason, whether it's Lent, whether it's a dry January, whether it's just a point in time where you make a decision. That's what it is. It's when you decide you're doing something, and everybody's got that within them. Everybody's got
Oh
the
yeah,
capability to just
but this is
decide.
it. This is quite poignant as well because people always say, don't they? Like, and when we've spoken to people on the podcast, we're speaking to them on the podcast.
Don't, Lisa, are we? Don't, please.
But
Don't.
when we have, one of the things that comes up is like nobody else can tell you to do it. It's you. When you're ready, you will do it.
Yeah.
Innit? And
Yeah.
that's what it's like now. Like I know I'm not ready. Like I know if I'm ready to give up sugar, right? You will all know about it. I will be so giving it up, and so will my postman, and so will my delivery driver.
And then we'll have an whole episode about how Lisa's given it up, right? Instead of how Alex has given it up.
Yeah. But I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet, but I will one
What
day.
makes you ready, do you think?
Me in my brain. I'll decide I've had enough.
Because you can't be told to do it, can you?
No. What? Somebody come over? You give up sugar? No. You
Get me a cream
give up
egg.
sugar. No.
What if they say to you, do not give up sugar?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? You know, because like my first reaction is like, I'm gonna give up sugar. It's so childish.
It is childish, but it's you, isn't it? It's just the way it is.
Yeah, well, and it's not deliberate. I like don't want to be like so
Obnoxious.
controversial or
You nearly repeated it. You nearly repeated it.
talking of obnoxious, right?
Oh,
Can we talk about this pizza? Because
oh.
no, it's
Well,
really
very, very
interesting.
appropriate to be talking about fast food. Go on.
What time's our guest come in?
Well, I don't. 5 minutes ago, I think. Carry on.
All right, okay. So the other day I got sent actually off somebody an advert for a new pizza.
Oh, the pizza. Oh,
The pizza.
right.
Right.
I didn't know that's what it was when you said you want to talk about pizza. I thought that like something had happened, but yes, something has happened, hasn't it?
Yeah. Vodka on pizza. The co-op, yeah, I'll name and shame you to our podcast listeners, co-op. And they've literally gone like this, right? Me and new irresistible mozzarella and vodka tomato sauce pizza. Yep, we went there. Vodka on pizza. Why not? For those of you watching.
Well, I'll tell you why not, shall I?
It fumed me. It made me really, really mad, right? And it's not about the right. There's so many things that have made me mad that I wanted to talk about this pizza, right? So firstly, about the co-op and their advertising of it. That has really annoyed me. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I feel like they're glamorizing alcohol. All I can think of is like around the COVID times and about Nicola and the children of alcoholics and, you know, like queuing up in the co-op or and next to the alcohol aisles when it was COVID times. And it just sent me under. And I thought, you know what, these people who like parents, kids, I'm so mad I can't think, but kids who are going to the co-op thinking, please don't get drink tonight. Please don't get drink tonight. And then they they're advertising vodka on pizza like it's a normal thing. I think that's what's getting to me. They're trying to normalize. And the way they've advertised it is going, we've put vodka on our pizza. It's not
let me play devil's advocate. Let me play devil's advocate because I can hear someone. Just before you go on with what else is wrong, I just want to play devil's advocate because I know, I mean, not that anyone who chooses to drink will listen to this, but let's imagine you are somebody who drinks now. The argument here could be, well, alcohol cooks out. You don't
Right,
have
yeah,
that.
exactly. I'm going to say it. And I know you go in there, right? Because a load of wankers on Instagram have also gone there. So, and yeah, we know it cooks out. We're not
Not the point, is it?
stupid. No, that is not the point. And this is what is infuriating me, Alex. And that's why I weren't ready for you to tell me what they'd said. Anyway, basically, we had a comment on this when I put a little bit of a rant on Instagram saying, I guess you've never heard of pasta a la vodka. It's fairly common to put vodka into sauces. It's not for the purpose of getting drunk, nor will you even get intoxicated at all. It burns off in the cooking process, but alters the flavor profile. Wait until you hear about cooking with wine. Are you wait until? Oh my God. I was riled by this comment, right?
Did you reply?
Yeah, I did.
Oh no. This is like the whole email thing that I did, isn't it?
Yeah, they'll know it's me as well. I don't know what
they will now. You're just
me,
telling them if they're listening to the podcast.
My first line was, all right, sassy pants.
So you didn't even go in with
it just come out of my fingers. Before I knew it, it says, all right, sassy pants.
I love the fact that you can now say it in your voice. Go on, do it. Go on.
Just to clarify, I don't think anyone is planning to get hammered on pure pizza. Do they really think we're that stupid? Do they think that we actually think, oh my God, all these people are going to get drunk off a vodka pizza? Anyway, it just really pissed me off. The whole thing, we know that it evaporates, like we're not stupid.
It's the point, isn't it? That
it's the point, yeah.
If I mean, what's vodka made out of? Potatoes or something?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think so, yeah.
Pechinas, isn't it?
Yeah, poutine. I remember. Oh God,
I don't know what vodka's made out of now, but like gin's made out of juniper berry. What's vodka? Do a Google. What's vodka? What vegetable?
You do Google.
Hold on. Oh, no, I'll click. I'll click. See what I mean? Can't ask Lisa for anything unless it's
sassy pants. I'm not your PA.
What? Right, hold on.
I think it's just the fact that, like, I think it encourages kids and the younger generation to learn that vodka tastes nice. Like, if it was just adding it for a little bit of flavor, why do we have to like make it so big? Like, yes, we've gone there, vodka on pizza. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, right, here we go.
It's the way they've done it.
It's fermented from cereal grains and potatoes, right? So, but I guess it doesn't have the same appeal, does it? Like putting on the pizza, flavored with cereal grains and potatoes. Just to mark it the same. Do you know, like when we talked about the fruit, for example, a while ago, and we were a lot in the early days when we used to say that the resveratrol just comes from grapes and walnuts.
Yeah,
it just doesn't appeal to a wide enough audience when you say, "Ooh, get your antioxidants from grapes." It's the whole thing, isn't it? Of one glass of red wine a day is good for you. It's all the same bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah. People don't know they're drinking it for the antioxidants anyway. Nobody picks a glass of red wine up going, "Oh, I'm going to drink my antioxidant." Do you know what I mean?
No, they go.
They don't
get pissed.
Can I also? The co-op did respond to our Instagram.
They didn't. I've not even looked. Go on.
They said.
Caused quite a stir, haven't you?
They said, "Hi, I'm sorry to hear that." I knew. I can't even say
it. Oh, don't, Lisa, stop it.
I can't even bring myself to say this sentence.
Please do it. Go on.
Hi, I'm
Oh, oh my
I'm
God.
sorry to hear that our new pizza has affected you in this way.
Pizza TSD.
And then go on to tell me, Fee, the alcohol in this product is burnt off during the cooking process.
Oh, no shit, Sherlock.
So I responded to them as well. So
What
I
did you
said,
say?
again, I just said, I don't think anyone is planning to get hammered on pure pizza. We're not clueless. I get that it evaporates. It's the normalizing of vodka on pizza that
Like
is the real issue here.
gin.
And then we've had, there's another really good comment on that somebody said, it's more the fact that alcohol advertising is everywhere in supermarkets as it is. Alcohol right in front of the shop, alcohol desserts, and now even on the pizza aisle. Why make such a big thing of this product being a vodka product if it really isn't important? You've advertised it because you knew that the big lettering, vodka on pizza, would draw customers in. You notice the word vodka before you even look at the picture of the pizza. So for people trying to stay sober or with alcohol addiction, this is just another way to make it harder for them. Even with the alcohol burnt off, I'm not sure I'd want children to have it. And I think
agree.
that's Lindsay that's commented, and it was Lindsay that actually sent me the picture in that. I didn't even, she sent me the advert. I'd already had a rant before I'd even said thanks for sending it. I'd already like gone off everywhere, but I had to stop myself. Honestly, I did a TikTok and basically was like, yes, we know it evaporates. Like, why don't you fuck off? And then I thought, oh no, my TikTok's a lot more like calmer and chilled out than that. I can't just go telling people to fuck off because they might come to my same bath.
The thing is, though, Lisa, right? You've got a really good point. I don't think it's the normalizing, it's the wording, it's the fact that it's appealing to people. You know, like we've got a guest coming on in a few weeks, haven't we? Who's been affected by alcohol.
Is that the one that's due today?
No, no. Well, we might be past that. We might just carry on without a guest today. But
yeah,
you know, like we've got people who come on who have genuinely lost people through alcohol addiction. Right. Yesterday, I'm going to bring it back to us. It was my dad's birthday yesterday, right? My dad should have been 79 yesterday, and he's been dead for 16 years.
wow.
It's not fair. He shouldn't be dead now. And I'm not saying he didn't. It is not fair. I am not saying that he didn't play his own part in getting himself poorly, right? But I'll say it again, and it might sound boring. Nobody has their first drink thinking they're going to turn into somebody who's alcohol dependent. Nobody.
Well, what about our friend that died that left a little girl behind? Do you
Yeah,
think she'd want vodka pizza for a tea?
exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just honestly, it's just disgusting. It's
But you know, my
actually
point there was
oh my
going to
God,
be.
Alex, I've got another rant. I'm so
Hold
sorry.
on,
We
my
need to
point
go on.
there was going to be though, if you've like if you're somebody, and it's what Lindsay said in a comment there, if you're somebody who is actively, my dad tried to give up alcohol, he did
Yeah.
9 years. If you're somebody who's trying to stay away from it and you actively avoid the alcohol aisle, you can't even walk past the bloody freezers now. Do you know what I
No,
mean?
that's what
It's
I
not
mean.
fair. It isn't okay. You
I
would
know, I'm
not
so
do it with
sorry.
anything else. They put cigarettes behind a shutter.
I know, and I can't believe it. Like it does. It absolutely riles me. I really love that Lindsay's comment. Actually, I'd only just seen it, and now all I can think about is that I need to go and like it.
Right, can you please give your other rant?
Oh yeah, you're gonna love this one.
Oh, don't set me off because I've got rants this week.
The Eurovision Song Contest. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I did see this one.
Well,
I
let's
saw the
talk about
pizza one. I
that
just
then.
didn't see the comments.
I also did a rant on Instagram about this, but I didn't have the right picture to go on with this because I didn't know. I was in a rush to have my rant. I just wanted to get my words out. But basically, the UK song that has been put forward for the Eurovision Song Contest, have you heard the lyrics?
Go on. I have, yeah, but go on.
I'm absolutely disgusted. Right, I'll read them out. Obviously, I will not be singing them. But someone lost a shoe. I'm still in last night's makeup. I'm waking up like, what's this new tattoo? Room is spinning, ears are ringing. What the hell just happened? No clue, but I liked it. That's the chorus. Broke a heel, lost my keys, scraped my knee when I fell from the chandelier. Oh, what a night. I don't mind. It was time to unwind, and I volunteered. Look at me now. Look at me now. I'm like usually keep it clean, beauty sleep, sip my tea. Went up on the roof, jumped into the pool. You should do it too. What the hell just happened?
I don't like that. That's annoying. Go on.
Oh, like, and the rest isn't. What the hell just happened? No clue, but I liked it. Went up on the roof, jumped into a pool.
You should do it.
Do it too. What the hell just happened? No clue, but I liked it. Next one. Rip my dress, call an ex, I confess, I'm obsessed. Not the best idea. Woohoo. I'm a mess. It's a trend in my defense. It's been a real hard year. Freedom. I want to shave my head. Freedom. I want to kiss a stranger. Is this really the message we want to promote? Like, that is the UK's song.
I know, it's embarrassing, isn't it?
That is the song that they've put forward. The tune and that might be all right, but that is the words of these young girls that our little kids are going to be looking up to, and that is the words.
And they'll be singing the words.
Britain is going for. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. And I don't know whether the band is called this or the song's called this. Remember Mondays. Well, not in that fucking state you won't, will you?
Oh.
I'm absolutely, honestly, I can't believe it.
I can stay.
Can you?
Not really, no, but
well,
play
devil's advocate with that one.
Well, there is no devil's advocate to be played with that one, is there? It's just not good. It's just not good.
Do you ever watch the Eurovision Song Contest?
Oh, no. I used to watch it when Terry Wogan did it just because I liked the way he always took the piss out of the other foreign commentators.
Who does it now? It's
I don't know. Is it Paddy McGuinness or someone?
No, I think it's on a Friday night.
I don't even watch TV. Wouldn't know anyone.
Oh, you do know this person.
Do I?
It's small.
Is it?
Yeah. He does
Is
a
it
Friday night
catchphrase?
No, I actually end up watching this program with accidentally. He interviews famous people all the time. Ruth was on it. Our Ruth and James were on it.
Graham Norton.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, right.
I think he does the Eurovision Song Contest.
I bet he is quite funny.
People have Eurovision Song Contest parties, don't they? Like, they make a really big deal out of it, and they have all the friends round to jump off roofs and get drunk.
Into pools and forget it and break the heels. It is really bad. It is really bad. Because again, how many accidents happen and how many suicides happen or even accidental deaths happen due to alcohol? It's not good. It's really not good.
So many, like, even all of that song, there's so many things you could pull apart there, isn't there? The fact that they're putting in, it doesn't matter, it's time to unwind.
Well, it's the fact that they've said, I want to forget, I want to just, I want my freedom. It's like, oh, alcohol gives you freedom, when actually there's no bigger lie.
Yeah, I'm a mess. It's a trend in my defense.
Yeah.
Like, and for me, it's the biggest one is like, it just, what the hell happened? No clue, but I liked it. Well, how do you know? Like, it's just so stupid. I think that's all my rants anyway.
Well, I don't really know what to say. I'm in a bit like, I just don't know.
On a positive, Crystal, who does yoga on a Thursday, made the press this week.
Her
story's in, I can't even remember what magazine it is. Good Life or something like that.
I have no idea. I just know she was in. I see what you share.
Her sober stories in, and it's really, really good. And her before and after pictures are just mind blowing in it. Because I've never seen her look like the before pictures.
No, we met her, didn't we?
Yeah, she was already sober, and she's just smashing it. She looks gorgeous. But yeah, so we had a nice little advertisement in there as well.
I've had a busy week this week.
Go on.
Went on a really lovely walk on Saturday last week. That was very, very nice outdoors. Got some fresh air. That was a sober walk, but that was interesting because you get a mix of people because it wasn't a sober thing.
Yeah.
People who came, some had little bits of hangovers, others didn't. So that was interesting
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
observe. I'm
Yeah. It's
so glad I
always
don't have
interesting.
hangovers anymore, Lisa.
All right. You know, I remember us having a conversation once, and you was like, as if you're still great, people are still grateful, like years down the line for being sober.
Mm.
But they are. Like, I literally walked this morning and heard the birds singing and was like, oh, that's just so beautiful. And whenever I listen to something like that, it does make me think of the times I used to come home to that same bird song and feel like utter shit.
And be like,
Like,
oh no, I've got to get up in a bit. Oh no.
yeah, like just so ashamed of myself. And it's like the realization as you're walking home and the birds are actually singing.
I think I've said this before, but my worst walk of shame was when I walked through Cyprus, through the
Oh,
Cypriot village in my dress, holding my heels. And it was morning and it was already hot because it was summer. And there were little
oh.
old ladies out sweeping the floors, and I was staggering up,
I bet that
staggering up the
I've
road.
got such a vision of you doing it as well. Like that would have been awful.
It really was. I was hot and dehydrated and I had no
Oh,
shoes on. Oh, it was awful. And you could
oh.
see these little old Cypriot ladies, like the widowed ones that dressed in black, looking at me disgusted.
What?
Because they wear black, don't they, when they're widowed?
Oh, you know, this morning on my dog walk, I were talking to a woman. I see her like most days with the dog. Anyway, we just started chatting. And I don't know why I said this. I said, but do you have a dog walker sometimes? Because I think I've seen her dog with another person, this other
Cheating on her.
woman. No, and I was like, no. But I said, and she said, oh, are you thinking of a man? So I said, no, a woman. She said, all right. And then she told me her
And then she's like,
husband.
all right, that's my husband. Bit
Oh
on the
no, you're
side.
gonna feel really awful now.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you.
oh, oh. Go on, go on,
Well, I can't now. It's just so
go on, go on.
inappropriate. No, but I can't.
Please go on. Come on, you can't start a story and tell
So, well,
everyone.
okay. So she was telling me that her husband had died just 3 weeks
Oh
ago.
shit. All
I
right.
know.
Right, go on.
That's what I mean. But it just made me think, you know, when we're walking past people, and I know it gets said this in quotes, but you genuinely never ever know what's going on for people, do you?
No,
Like I've walked past her most of the days for the last few weeks, and that has been going on for her.
in her
And she
life, yeah.
said morning, and you know, like it's given me goose pimples. It's just made me feel so sad. Like we should be polite and nice and kind and giving and stop for conversation more, like because you just don't know what's going on at all, do you, in people's lives?
No, it's real. I think it's quite difficult. I think it's like you see a lot of people. Obviously, I come into contact with so many different people now, especially doing Be Sober and then my PT and in the church. And sadly, a lot of people in church, because they're elderly, are widowed or they've lost somebody or they're
Yeah.
struggling with something. But yeah, you're right. You just wouldn't know. You'd walk past them and they smile and wave at you. And yeah, it's really sad actually. In
I
fact,
can't
you know what?
believe me that we all die sometimes.
What do you
Like,
mean?
can you, like, we all die. We're all going to die. Like, I
Oh,
can't
this
believe.
is jolly. Oh, tune in for another episode of Alex and Lisa cheering up your day.
Can you though? Like, sometimes I just get this realization, like I would be walking with Rob and I think, oh my God, like you'll be dead one day.
I
Or
walk with
like,
my husband and think it'll be sooner than you
all
think.
right, yeah, yeah, if he carries on, it will be soon. No, but like, oh,
Oh,
when I see like benches and I think, isn't it mad that like these benches with these couples' names on, and I always think, oh, I think I'd like a bench, like what a really nice bench somewhere nice, not hidden, big, beautiful bench for people to sit on.
well, I
With,
don't want asses on my bench.
oh,
No.
I do. I want a bench. I want people to sit and look at the view. And I'm like, isn't it mad that you can just be in human form and the next thing you're a bench? Do you know what I mean?
You're
Like,
not a bench.
no, but you're not. But you are that. You are to people.
You're a
You're a
memory on a
name on a
bench, yeah.
bench. Like it just. I don't know why we don't all talk about it a little bit more, because
But
it does happen.
and to be honest with you, when you do talk about it a little bit more, it becomes less scary. So, like, you know, when kids go through that phase of being frightened that you're going to die, did you have it
Yeah,
with
yeah,
yours?
yeah,
Yeah, and I've had it with my older two, and then I touch wood. I've had a little bit of it with Abel, but not loads. And I think it is because he talks a lot more about death than the others did. Because my dad's not alive, I talk about my dad in that way of.
yeah, yeah,
And then when he's said things like, "Oh, I don't want you to die," I've said things like, "Well, everybody dies. It's just normal. It's what happens." And I've kind of not
yeah,
not made any false promises, or I know it's right. I've not sympathized or empathized with it at all. I've just gone, well, everybody dies. I'm terrified inside sometimes, but I've never
yeah.
shown him that.
Yeah, I get that. That's really good. I think my mum's always spoken about it with me, but I feel like sometimes it's not a great thing, like, because I think I block a lot of deaths that, like a lot of deaths that have happened in my life.
Yeah.
Like, it happens and you kind of get on with it and you do stuff and then you just move on. Like, I don't know. I feel like I have I don't suppose it's the right way to react or not react, is it? But I have so much empathy for people that have lost people. Like, I struggle more than people that I've lost myself, if you like. It's like I can kind of block that out. But when other
Yeah.
people tell me, I can't bear to hear that. Like, I can't, all I can think about is that woman now going, she said it was a good job she had the dog. She was like, I suppose it's a good job. It gives me something to get up for. And all the way home, I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And then, like, the woman over the road, she died and left her husband. He's there now, all on his own.
Will you stop it? Don't say
It
like
just
that.
makes me so sad.
It, the thing is, it's not the death that you're sad about there. It's the people left behind.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
why the
it is.
deaths aren't affecting you, because the deaths you've experienced, you're all right. Even though you've been left behind numerous times, you're all right.
Oh, I'm used to it, Alex. I'm used to it. No.
But do you know what I mean? It's like you're not
Mm.
actually. It's not the death there. It's the people on their own, and I get like that. Like when I think of my mum, and she's only 73, and she's been a widow for 16 years. Like
Oh,
that's mad. 57 and never like just been on her own. But she's not sad. She's not sad and lonely.
no. I look at, like, my mum when she was lost Terry and he was 56, and my mum was like,
She's only 30s, weren't she?
yeah, I'm just trying to think. I don't even think she was 40 because he
No,
was,
she can't have him. He was like 20 years older, wasn't he?
yeah. And, like, imagine, like, losing somebody that you live with every single day. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just that,
I
I
want to say
suppose, has
something funny now,
never
but that's just because
happened
I'm
to me.
uncomfortable.
What?
I was just trying to think, oh, imagine.
No, it's
No,
so
I'm not. I'm
sad.
being silly. I won't be silly about it. No, I think that's what's hard. It's the people that get left behind. Because when you think, like we've talked about this a million times, but the grief you experienced when you lost Terry and the grief I experienced when I lost my dad, that's what you're sad for, isn't it? Because I've
Yeah.
thought about this. When I've had, have you ever had? I know the answer to this. Anesthetic,
Yeah.
right? When you go to sleep,
Yeah.
that's the last thing you remember, isn't it? Just the counting down.
Oh, I know, I don't like the thought of that though.
No, but what I'm saying is that is what it's gone, isn't it? Like the next thing you remember
Yeah.
is waking up. I would like to
Yeah.
think that you don't know you've died. I
Oh,
mean,
I'd
maybe
like to think you did know that you died.
no, you might do after, but I mean, that body doesn't, do you know what I mean? I don't know what happens after. No one does. But in that moment, you just go. It's peaceful.
Yeah, you'd like to think that the way you go would
Yeah,
be a beautiful, peaceful way. Like, I'd like to, everyone would like to go that way,
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
but they don't.
And another. No, I know. I know that.
But yeah, I know what you mean.
But everybody finds peace, don't they? Hopefully.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a very, very sad thing. Should we change the subject? I'm so
Well,
sorry, guys. I don't know where
well,
we got onto that.
I don't know, but I think I think before we sort of change the subject, because I can't think what to change the subject to, if I'm honest. It's like, it is something that happens to absolutely everybody. You want to live as long as possible. You want to live as happy as possible. But I think you're right, talking about it and normalizing it, and especially to children. Like, I don't want my kids to be unhappy and sad. I'm having a great life, so I'd like to think at the end of it, I will have had a great life.
Yeah.
I've got so much
Yeah.
I want to do, though. I don't want to die yet.
No, I'm not ready. I sometimes think that, like when I'm with the kids or like and like Isabella, my granddaughter, I look now and I'm like, oh, I'm not ready. There's no way I'm ready. I'm gonna do what Anna when we had Anna the Mountain Girl on. I love that her ethos around it, that she's just gonna live
She's say
until she's
112 or
up.
something.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah. And I think like
I think you
I
can make yourself live.
yeah, I think you can. Like
But you
our
need like a
body
health span. That's the
is just a
thing. It's not just
vehicle.
about a lifespan. You have to have health span. You have to live healthily.
Yeah, we
Back to
do have to
sugar.
look after. I need to stop that sugar.
You
I've got
do.
to stop it.
Yeah, you ready?
No,
No.
no, I'm not ready.
But
So-
but the thing is, right? So this is it. Like, when you speak to Sam's nan, she's 90 now. And I said to her the other week, she was like, "Oh, I'll be gone soon." And I said to her, "You might live till you're 100." And she literally went, "Oh, I hope not."
yeah,
She's ready.
yeah.
Like, you must get to a
Is
point where
that
you're ready.
physically like? Is it because she's just
Well, she's lost
physically?
her
I don't
husband.
know.
She's struggled with losing her husband. Like, her kids are like both in the 60s now. She 100% wouldn't want any of them to go before her.
Oh God, no.
Her grandkids are all grown up and she's got great grandchildren. I think she's just, life's moving on and she's not got the things that she had around her. I think she's just ready to move.
Yeah.
So you must get
Oh.
like that. If you live long enough, surely you could get to a point where you want to go.
Yeah, where you're ready. I used to work in nursing homes when I was younger, and people felt a lot more ready there. But I feel like so much more should be done for older people,
The thing is, you
like
don't want your life to
especially
be
at the
over
end of.
before it is. That's the problem. If you're in like a nursing home, in many ways, that's not really a life, is it?
No, but it should be, shouldn't it? Like
It
they should
should be, yeah.
make these nursing homes like amazing, incredible, beautiful places for people.
Yeah.
Doing is it like Switzerland? They really look after their elderly
Or
in
the euthanize them.
well, yeah, either or. Do you know what I mean? There's no in between. You've either
Yeah.
gone or you're living your best life in one of their nursing homes. But yeah, that makes me sad. I wonder why this has been. I'm no wonder I was feeling anxious at the beginning. I must have had all this pent up inside.
Along with pizza.
Pizza, Eurovision, and dead people. Oh
That was
no,
scary,
don't.
wasn't it?
It used to scare me, that film.
Did it?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you
Why are you
think?
looking like a ghost? Stop it. Why are you doing a scary face?
I don't know.
Don't.
Why are you looking like a ghost? I know, it's just my face.
No, you were doing a spooky face.
It's because I did the whisper of I see dead people.
No. Yeah, it scared me. Tried watching that on my own when I was younger, and I got too scared. So I tried to switch it off really quick. I couldn't find the remote control. I tripped over my table to try and turn the telly off. And I never ever watched the end, but I knew I really wanted to watch it. And then I worked in the pub at the time, and I remember somebody saying, "What's that film called?" Where you realise that he's been dead all along at the end, and
I
somebody
hope
said,
people
"Oh,
haven't.
Sixth Sense," and I was like, "No, no."
And now, so if any of our listeners,
Yeah.
they
Well,
all
if it
never know the
happened to
end.
me, it happened. It can happen to you.
I did it recently with Leah. She really wanted to watch a film, and I went to Sam. Can't remember what it's called now, but I went to it keeps coming to me and it's going anyway. And I went to Sam. Oh, is that the one where he's just a head in a box at the end? Like, yeah.
What film's
Ruined
that?
it. It's on the end of my. He's not
I think
really
I've
ahead of
seen it. I
box.
remember a head in a box on something. Is it like a desert and a car or something?
Oh no, that's a different film. That's Seven, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, this person's alive. What's it called?
He's alive with his
Yeah,
head
he's
in a box.
alive and he's living his life through like
Oh yeah,
a
yeah.
dream
I know.
state,
Yeah, I've seen something
a
like that.
simulation. Anyway, so I've ruined it. Now nobody can watch it. And every time the film comes on, I go, "Oh, I've seen this one." And Leah always goes, "Oh, is this like the head in the box?" And I go, "Don't worry, I'm not going to tell you the end."
Oh,
Yeah, so nobody will watch it now. There you go. Well, that was a very
right.
lovely death
Well,
chat.
shall we end this on a positive? Shall we end it on a high?
Yeah, is the one.
Uh, yeah, you know what I did want to talk about actually, Alex? Because
Go
I
on.
can't believe I've never mentioned it, right? But like my musical talents.
So let's rewind back a few seasons ago when Lisa said that she isn't really musical.
Didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. When I tried to say, yeah, you are, you stood up on stage and played a solo. And then you went, oh, yeah, but that was ages ago. So come on.
No, I am musical.
Oh, very good.
I'm like so musical. I was thinking about it last week when you were talking about your organ, right? And we
Again.
came off the podcast and I thought, I didn't speak about my gong. Right? So basically, I want to tell you that I've got a new gong and
I
I've
love
got
the word gong.
an ocean drum and obviously I've got my crystal sound balls. I'm basically a band,
A
right?
one-man band.
A one man spiritual band. And I did a sound bath last night. Oh my God. That gong is like incredible. I bought a new mallet for it. This is when I realized I was musical, right? Because I ordered a new mallet from Italy. From Italy.
Why?
Because it sounds so much better.
Right.
Like I've tried it and I said to Rob, right, listen to this. Because I really wanted to show him, but I didn't want to show him what it was like until my new mallet arrived because I knew that it would sound so much better. And he thought I was exaggerating. Anyway, when my new mallet arrived, I showed him and he was gobsmacked.
So can I just check one thing? Because at the beginning of this podcast, before we came on, you were testing your mic with the cover and without the cover, but you said you were changing your voice. So you didn't change the way that you played the gong.
No,
You didn't play it with more love with the nice one.
no.
Right, go.
Oh no, no. It's amazing. My gong mallet and my gong is just incredible and it has added another level to my sound baths. Like
They're supposed
honestly,
to really resonate with your
oh
frequencies,
my
aren't they, gongs?
yeah. It's just amazing. You could feel it, like you could feel it shift. It was just so good. I didn't want to stop. Honestly, I would like playing, and some of the noises that come out was like, wow, it was so good. Absolutely loved it. And my ocean drum as well.
You've reminded me of something. So, like I'm sure, I hope it happens in your house, but every now and again where like you and me won't be together and then something will happen and I'll name drop you to my family. I'll go, oh, Lisa does that or whatever. Right. And it's like, oh, yeah. So the other night I just realized how mental you are, but it was very funny mental, not in a nice way. I mean that with lots of love. So I'm watching Yellowstone at the minute, the series, which, by the way, I love, and I have reignited my absolute crush on Kevin Costner.
Oh,
I know he's over 70. I know there's people in that series that are young and fit, but give me Kev any day. Anyway, let's go
it's
back.
on my to watch list,
Oh,
that
you'll love
actually.
it, right?
I'm just waiting. I've got like 2 more episodes of Vikings and
You'll
then
love
I'm
it.
I'm ready.
So there's Native Americans. I won't tell you all of it, but there's Native Americans, and there's one guy in there, and he's meeting. I won't tell you any of the context, but he's meeting this woman, and we don't know anything about her at the start. She's obviously from his past, and
Yeah.
as he picks the phone up, his mate in the office says, "Oh, you'll need to get the sage out after this one." And he
Sorry, I was
goes,
reading that then, so I had a delayed processing.
and then she walks in the office. It's a brief scene. She walks in the office, she says something, and as she leaves, he gets his sage and wafts himself. And Sam went, "Well, nobody does that." I went, "Lisa does." And he
Yeah,
went,
I do.
"Yeah, well,"
I've got a new sage wafter.
he
Did you see
went,
it on my story?
"No."
I've
And he
literally
went,
bought new. I wish if I hadn't done my sound bath, all my stuff would be in the house, but it isn't. It's in my van. And
well,
I
he just
really,
went,
really
"Well,
want to
she's
show you.
nuts." And I thought, no, she's got that off the Native Americans
Yeah.
staging
That
themselves.
my new sage wafter has got like feathers and crystals in
There
it
you
and
go.
everything. It looks really Native American. And it literally gets rid of like the
It's negative
I
energies and
ion.
spirits.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
real
please.
physical
Yeah.
ions. Yeah, you're right. And real
Physical
negative
ions.
energy, negatively charged ions. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why people don't believe in energy. It absolutely baffles me. Like they go on like, oh, it's a load of bullshit. Oh, well, that's funny because like you've got your radiator on, but you can't see your gas, can you? Do you know what I mean? You can't
Yeah.
see your electrical energy, but you know it's there because you can feel it. Do you know what I mean?
Sam's more spiritual than he makes out, though. He is. He's
Do you
much more
think?
in tune. Yeah, like he's the one who wants to go and move to somewhere with no people, so he can get up in the morning and experience nature and the fresh air and all that. You don't have that if you're not in tune with nature. You don't
No,
have
we
it.
need nature, don't we? So much like our bodies just, I love it. I feel like going on the grass now and taking my shoes
Oh, for
off.
God's sake! You see, there you go, mental, mental.
No, you know what else was mental? I did my first garden ice bath this morning. So
Oh, I did briefly see your video. I've not watched it, but I did briefly see it come up and it had ice bath on it.
yeah, I've been setting the garden up all week. So it took me 2 bloody days to blow the lids up. And I thought I had muscles now. Oh my God, with my bike pump, blowing the lids up on my new ice baths.
Two
Anyway,
days.
yeah, well, I give up on Sunday. So I had to do
Oh.
it again on Monday. Like it took me ages.
So
Every
it probably
time I
took you
pump,
what, 15 minutes?
no, no,
Right.
no. It took ages. Every time I pumped it, it would pop out and then it'd deflate. And then I'd pump the ice baths up the other day, went to pull it out and pop the thing
The
in,
popper in, yeah.
all deflated. I have pumped them ice baths up so many times.
But you've been in it now.
Yeah, I went in this morning and it was really hard. It was cold. It was like 5 degrees this
Do you know I've
morning.
read and listened to something about women's physiology now? And apparently because we withstand hot temperatures better than men and they withstand cold temperatures better than us apparently. And
Really?
yeah, and apparently, and it's been tested on women because all the research for ice baths previously has been done on men. So when they're saying to get down to like 5 and lower, that's for
Yeah.
men's bodies, but apparently the optimum for a woman is actually more like 12.
Oh, well, that would be a lot better.
Yeah,
But
the optimum for a
it's the
woman to
weather
get.
that got it down to 5.
Well, I heard that by Dr. Stacey Sims, and she's on the CEO's podcast, Diary of a CEO, and she's a women's, mainly women's. She's oh God, what they called? Oh, I can't think. Anyway, she's an exercise physiologist. It might just be that, but she's an exercise physiologist, and she's got all like loads of qualifications. She's tested on women, and she does temperature changes, and around 12 degrees is the optimum for a woman to experience the benefits of an ice bath. So you can warm it up.
Well, I'd have to put kettle water in it because
Yeah,
it's
but
so
how
cold
nice would be that?
outside. It'd be all right in summer. It'll probably be about 12 in
Yeah, yeah,
summer,
be about
which would
12
be.
in the
But
warm weather.
I
Yeah,
think you don't have to, like you say, you don't have to have it like freezing.
yeah.
And it was hard to get in. Have you seen? Sorry, I'm so distracted because you said Diary of a CEO, and I really wanted to say it. But have you seen like the info that they're trying to slag his podcast off a little bit? Well, in
No.
particular, the BBC are trying to slag his podcast off.
Oh, come on, let's get some more big brand slagging off done here. Here we
It's a
go.
co-op and the BBC.
We'll get banned. If you don't hear this episode, never mind.
They'd have to listen to us first. But yeah, basically, they've developed like a 15-minute program which is all about his podcast and saying how it came about. And he had really good guests on to begin with, but now he's had people on and they're accusing him of interviewing people that are spreading misinformation because they've got different opinions about things. But they've made like a little 15-minute documentary about how much his podcast has changed and how it's not like it was. And it's just because he's got people on with a different opinion than the BBC.
So let's ask ourselves why the BBC want to spend money on producing a 15-minute video to stop people watching his shit then.
I know, that means get on and watch it. Because anybody, I think, that is being slagged off by them is worth watching.
I agree. Hence the reason I don't have a TV license, BBC, and will not have one.
Oh, I had to get one again, didn't I?
Yeah, but that wasn't your fault.
I know, but now I've started watching like Graham Norton. So I completely got rid of my TV license. Did it? They actually refunded me. Did you get a refund as well?
Yeah.
From them? Got a refund.
I get a letter every year asking me if I need it again.
Yeah, was dead legit. Was really chuffed about it. Just stopped watching anything BBC. And then Olivia was logging in off my email address and they totally busted me. So I had to get a license for them because she was logging in. And then I have kind of started watching. I think that's it though.
Well, you could always stop watching it again. You could always stop watching it.
Hold on, what channel is Gladiators on? Is that BBC?
No, but I think for any live TV, somehow they've got around it because even for Sky, YouTube, if you watch live things on YouTube and live things on Netflix, you need.
I'm not bothered about live stuff.
Well, I'm not bothered about live.
I never watch things on time.
It's ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous. But no, I do watch the Gladiators, and if that's BBC, I just don't know whether I could get rid of it because you should go on that.
On what?
On Gladiators.
Oh no, I couldn't do that.
Did you used to watch it when you were a kid?
Yeah, I loved it.
Oh my God, you'd be so good. We could come, all the bees could come and support you.
Yeah, I can see an application going in.
Oh, you should do it. You should totally do it.
I might be too old. Will I not be too
old? No, absolutely not. Honestly, you need to watch it. There's loads of older people.
I'll come to your house and watch it. I'm not having them revoking my payment from a TV, revoking my non-TV license. My, what's it called when you exempt my TV license exemption? I'm not having them revoking that. But
if we go away in the van together, we'll watch an episode.
Yeah, you can do it when you've got, because I can watch things at my in-laws' house sometimes as well. So that's quite good. I do get to watch the odd thing that I want to watch. But yeah, but it's like, do you know what? Let's just, while we're talking about unfair payments, right? BBC was supposed to have no adverts, wasn't it? That's why you paid a TV license.
Yeah.
They've started having ads, haven't they?
Oh, have they? That's why, you know what? That would make sense. That's why I don't know whether it's on BBC or not. Because
apparently they have. I don't think it's as frequent, but apparently they have.
Do they not have it when it's live? But if you watch backdated stuff, oh my God, I could get away without having one then, because I could just say I watch everything not live.
Well, no, because I think if you use things like iPlayer and stuff, you need one as well.
I'm disgusted with myself for funding the BBC again.
Get off it now. Stop watching Graham Norton.
I'd rather do that than give up sugar, actually. So I might.
Yeah, but that's something rebellious at least. But also, like, there's other things now. Do you know my local council have brought in a charge to have your green bin emptied and you have to have a sticker on it? Have they even thought about the fact that people's green bins are going to be robbed?
That's my favourite bin day, green bin day.
Yeah,
is that like your general rubbish one?
No, our green one's our environment one, our food and garden.
Oh, right. No, my general
one's my favourite one.
Oh, it's such a good bin day, that, innit? Honestly, when I see somebody's green bin go out on the street, I actually do like an inside yes.
But they're doing here. So not only do you pay council tax now, but you now pay an extra bill every year. I think it's like £59 to just get your garden waste bin. Yeah. And apparently it's quite common across Greater Manchester, so it's coming for you.
No.
Yeah, so that's another charge that they're just throwing on there. I wouldn't mind if they put your bin back outside the right house, but the bastards leave them all over.
Oh, they do leave them all over. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Although I have a bin cleaning company come and clean them out afterwards, and they put them back for me.
Yeah, well, that's nice at least. But there's loads of things. There's loads of charges in this world that I don't think we should be paying for. Like, oh, well, don't even get me started on national insurance, the way that the NHS is at the moment.
Do you know what I
I
can't
can't.
believe? Like,
I love how you just skimmed over that because you don't want me ranting about it.
no, you can have your rant if you want. You can have
No, I'm
it.
not going to, because you know what? I do want to say one thing, because the NHS, the people who work for the NHS, the vast majority are trying to do a really good job in really crap conditions. So it's not about
Yeah,
the people, it's our systems. So if anyone hears this and they think, oh, shut up, I work for the NHS, I'm not ranting about you. I'm ranting about the systems and the conditions,
it's
schools, hospitals, GP surgeries, council tax, TV licenses. National
oh, do you know what?
insurance should
I
all
was
stop.
I was talking with Olivia the other day actually, and we had a conversation about we were talking about hormones in general, and she was saying, you know what? She said they should talk about this when you taught in school about periods and stuff. Why do they not teach you about hormones? She said, like, I'd never heard of the luteal phase, and I was
Oh,
like,
they do
well,
teach it.
I do they?
Yeah, yeah.
No, okay, sorry, not just about that. So I'd not really heard of the luteal phase until I got my app on my phone. So me, Beth, and Olivia all have the same app, and we can see when we're all due on, which we need because we all work together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we spend a lot of time together. So it's really good, and it teaches you stuff like, and it'll tell you what you might be feeling like that day, and you can log your how you're feeling. And what Liv was saying is not just about like the different phases, but how you might be
Yeah.
feeling in them phases.
Yep.
Why is it not taught that, you know what, for a week, once a month, you might be really self-critical. You might
And
hate
it's
yourself. You might
normal.
hate
Yeah.
people around you. You might, and I think like conversations like that, rather than just
Yeah.
this is your period. This is they have started using red, I think, now instead of blue, because that was a big thing. Did you know that when they were showing periods?
No.
Right. So there's been people kind of like, well, women fighting to get this changed actually. So what they do is when they're showing in schools or on TV and stuff like that,
You
they
mean the
always use,
liquid?
yeah, they always like use a blue liquid as if to
Yeah,
show
yeah.
that that's clean and that red is actually like then becomes like a little bit dirty or
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah, why do they use blue? Like
Yeah,
it's
why not use
ridiculous.
red?
Why have they never used like yeah?
Yeah.
But that's changing. And we'll look back one day and we'll be like, what the hell? Why has it taken people to fight for stuff like that?
I
But
know.
yeah, we were talking just about how really they should be touching on showing you how you might be feeling in that time and what you can do about it. Do you know
I
what I
think it's
mean?
getting better, but I do think, I mean,
Or
to be
even like
honest with
1 week a month, you might fancy everybody in your school. You might think everybody in this school is well fit, and then the week after, when they sat next to you eating the dinner, the sound of them chewing will go through you.
you. Yeah,
Do you
you
know?
what? They should teach more about feelings and stuff
Yeah,
like that. You're absolutely right. Because there's loads of crazies now as well. You get all these influencers jumping onto words like, cortisol. And then they're like, oh, high cortisol levels. Yeah, you're meant to have high cortisol levels. You're just not meant to store it. Do you know what I mean? You're meant to.
yeah, yeah.
But they do that's what happens. People jump on the buzzwords, don't they?
Did we talk about? Did I tell you about Rob's niece? So basically we were looking after her one night and she come home from school and she was telling us that she'd been learning about happy breathing and how to go if she was feeling a little bit like anxious or tense, then they taught her these happy breaths to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And she was telling me all about how she can release oxytocin and dopamine and stuff like that. And she's all like 7 or 8. And I was like, oh my God, that is amazing that she knew all this stuff and she got taught it at school. So I was really chuffed. I thought, what an amazing school. Now, she's just been diagnosed with autism.
Right.
And what it turned out was that she was at a class afterwards or separate from everybody else. And that's where she got taught that information.
Well, that's
What?
interesting, right? Because my son, so Abel's 9 now, he turned 9 last week. and he's in year 4, and his teacher, she's had them for, this is her 2nd year of having them, and she's managed to change the curriculum, and they teach well-being. And he will come home and he'll say, oh, my oxytocin levels, my serotonin, my endorphins, dopamine. He knows all the words, he knows what feelings they evoke, and he knows how to regulate his own nervous system. Don't always do it because as a kid, you react, they shout,
Yeah,
don't they? They
but
shout
that
or
is
whatever. But
incredible.
I saw something, and I think we should probably leave it here, and because it comes back to alcohol, and it was a really good statement, and it was him that told me, and it was on a piece of schoolwork, and I loved this. Well done, Thorngrove Primary School, Cheadle Hulme. It said, you can't regulate a feeling unless you can feel it first. How good is that?
Yeah.
If you numb out with alcohol,
Yeah.
that's what it does. It stops you feeling the feelings, right?
Yeah.
So how can you learn to regulate anxiety, anger, sadness, grief unless you feel it? You can't.
Yeah.
How amazing is that? Well done.
I love that. I really, really love that. I really hope other schools take stuff like that on board, because I love that she'd come back and was telling me all that information. But I was so disappointed that it was only because she'd been diagnosed.
Well,
Like,
it's
I
not
was
with him,
like,
it's his
so
whole class.
imagine if she's in the playground and going, hang on a minute, I'm just going to get like my happy breath. So do my
Yeah,
happy breathing, which was basically like box breathing. But then other people in the schoolyard would be like, what the hell are you doing? Because they've not all been taught it together. So the
yeah.
fact that Abel's school has done that is incredible.
It is
And I think,
amazing.
I really believe, and you know what, schools aren't doing it. So as parents, I suppose now we're learning about it because we didn't know about it.
Do you know why she did it? She did it because the behaviour in the class was so bad. She said, I'm abandoning French. So they didn't do any French. I'm not teaching them French. I'm teaching them, why are we reacting like this? She spent a full year last year developing this whole curriculum. They've rolled it out across the whole school.
That is
She's changed the
brilliant.
behaviour in that class. Honestly,
Well,
like
it's giving me goose
she
pimples.
has, she has
That is
changed the behaviour.
so
And
good.
then we'll send him to high school and they'll undo it all, which is why I'm moving to the wilderness, because I don't want him to go to school into a little brainwashing factory. Thanks.
I know we've got this with Isabella. The nursery that she goes to is so good like that. They're really outdoorsy and they have them doing all these things, even like from the cutlery and the plates that they use. They're all it's all proper cutlery, proper glasses, proper,
It's
and they're
good.
like, this is what we're doing. We're teaching them that if you drop it, it breaks. It's like, do you know, they help clear the table, they put it away, they help serve each other, they do
Brilliant.
all of it. And then outside they've got no plastic toys. They've got like they do the gardening. It's just absolutely, they grew, was it lettuces or something, like they grew lettuce last year, and then the slugs had ate it all. But it was really fascinating for them all to learn that as well. Do you know what I mean? It's such a lovely little nursery. And I think what we're going to do when she's got to go.
Well, early years and
School.
primary do it quite well. It's undone at secondary school and it needs a reform. So that's me back to ranting about the government. Oh, I think on that note, we better go because
We
we've ended
better
quite
go.
positively.
I love that. I'm glad our guest didn't turn up. We clearly had too much to say. Last week's episode started with, we hadn't got anything to talk about.
That's amazing. We've literally done a full hour of talking, you and me. We've not done that for ages. Enjoy that one, folks.
You know what? This is because we've not spoke all week, I bet, because these are the rants that we normally have with each other.
Can I just say as well, I don't know anymore because Lisa's turned her blue ticks off on WhatsApp, right? So not only do we not speak, but sometimes she don't even reply to our messages, right? Because she'll be doing something busy. And I'll say, oh, can you do this? And it might be something to do with Be Sober.
I know, yeah, I realised that.
Right.
I
And she don't reply, but she does the thing, right? She don't reply. And now I don't even know whether she's read it because the ticks don't go blue. So this really is my first communication. Don't even think I've had any reels off you this week.
No, I know. You
What have you been
you've
doing?
sent me loads of reels and I've had to like look at them to remove the notification, but I've not watched any of them.
What have you been doing that doesn't involve
so busy
me?
this week. Honestly, I have actually been so busy this week. Like I've had my granddaughter because her
You've
dad's
been having a
been
conversation with Lindsay about pizzas.
in her NHS. No, in her NHS. Beth's boyfriend's been in hospital, so I've had to look after Bella. Then we've had Rob's niece for 2 nights as well. I had my same bath last night as well, and I've got another one on Thursday at the town hall, which is like the big gig.
The one I'm not coming to anymore.
Yeah,
I promised I
yeah.
would. That's not me, by the way, that's brought my promise. She don't want me there now.
No, you could come, but I don't know how to get you there. You'd have to buy a ticket, and Alex won't buy one. So £8 there. Like my normal sound baths are like 15 quid for the sound bath. This is a bargain because Rochdale Council are paying for it.
I don't want to be in them council buildings anyway. Not unless they're going to give me a refund on my bin charge.
No, you know what? I'd have absolutely, the venue that I'm doing this sound bath
Beautiful,
in on
innit?
Thursday is incredible. And I'd have totally done it voluntary. But Rochdale Council are giving me 100 quid to do the session. I thought, you know what? I'll have that. Thank you very much.
Pay a bit of my council tax.
Yeah, it could go towards my council. But it's cost me more in time, right, to try and fill all the stupid forms out, to do everything that you need to do something for the council. So yeah, I will I'm very much looking forward to it. And they've booked absolutely loads of people on it. They'd put 40 tickets out, and she messaged me and she was like, can you believe it's sold out? And I really wanted to go, yeah.
Yeah, I can.
But she's put another 20 tickets on. So she was like, is that all right? And I was like, as long as there's room for everybody to lie down really comfortably, then it's going to be fine. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to use my gong, my musical talents.
Well, I need to talk to you actually about your sound bath, because I might have somewhere else that we can go and do something. Just thought of it. Anyway, not now.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, you can have to tell me now.
Stay on.
Okay. Can't wait for a coffee. Right, let's go. Is there anything else that we need to tell anybody about? Please go on the events page, guys. If anybody's looking for an event near them, get on the Be Sober website and have a look. If you're not already a member of Be Sober, then why the hell not? It is for you. If you like us, then you should be a member. And if you're sick of our podcast, then you probably are a member.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, come and join us. You know what? We absolutely ballsed up with our stupid app, didn't we? We got the app, it didn't do what it needed, and we found like a really good space now. We've got our own private members only WhatsApp group. So we've got a space for like neurodivergent, we've got a space for BeFit, we have the Facebook group, which is just as beautiful as it's always been. And the Zooms, so many Zooms and stuff like that. We've got the yoga, we've got BeFit sessions, so Alex offers them as well. What else? Loads of stuff, absolutely loads of stuff.
Yeah, our guest wants to rebook anyway. Right, on that note.
We made a time.
It was good to have that hour.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed that.
Me too.
Okay, bye.
Right, bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Thank you for listening. I feel like I'll go cross-eyed.
You can't do that.